We all know the pretty Dakota Ditcheva for her brutal knockouts. But did you know that Dakota actually experienced the feeling of defeat before?
The club and a right hand. Oh, big one. Dakota. Beautiful sweep.
Let's jump into it. On the 25th of March, at Greater Manchester, England, a fight happened that had the entire arena buzzing with anticipation. The main event was Dakota Ditcheva versus Amy Pirnie. Naturally, the British-Bulgarian Dakota was the overwhelming favorite, fighting on home soil. She eviscerated every opponent she faced with little effort, but what happened next almost turned into a complete disaster for Dakota. Going into the fight, Dakota was already an established superstar across the UK. Her last victim, Cat Payton, was left wondering why kicks to the body were not banned.
Stiff hands behind it, all of those landed flush. Payton's having to weather an early storm hit. Tries that kick in.
The finishing shot seemed more like an act of mercy than a finishing blow.
Cat Payton's got to be careful.
There he goes, over.
Seeing how the crowd went wild for that bloodbath, the 17-year-old decided to deliver another bloody spectacle for her home fans. But her opponent this time around, Amy Pirnie, wasn't just another easy target. Holder of the WBC Muay Thai International Flyweight title, and with a streak of 9 dominant wins, she was a real threat from Scotland. Standing at a deceiving height of 5 foot 3 inches, she was more like an enraged bull, aggressive, powerful, and with a killer instinct. No wonder she was considered one of the best female kickboxers in the world. Well, this was for the ISKA Muay Thai World Strawweight title. Pirnie wasn't here to decorate Dakota's resume. She came to destroy Dakota and take those belts back to Scotland. Most people thought her chances were about as good as a snowball in hell, but make no mistake, this fighter was dangerous. In the opening, they exchanged fiery shots.
Long levers of Ditcheva.
Really aggressive.
30 seconds in, Dakota was already getting sat on her butt. Proving to be the perfect match, Pirnie sent Dakota down a second time. And the 5 foot 3 pinball was willing to stand in the fire against the much bigger Dakota.
Kicks hard, Pirnie. I've seen her knock a girl out with a one body shot.
Tripping Ditcheva to the canvas a third time, the impact of the falls grew worse after each one.
Big knee for Pirnie, another big knee. Good sweep from Pirnie.
Despite doing her best John Jones impression with the spinning elbow, Pirnie remained unfazed.
Technique, try from Dakota. Spin.
The Scots' low center of gravity kept her grounded, so she toyed with Dakota, sending
from Pirnie. Dakota bouncing out of range. Again takes her down.
Then she delivered free punches like Santa.
Dakota, so if she does lose this, and I'm not saying she's going to, there is...
Well, the second round started like a war had broke out between the dazzling ladies. Dakota's long, stabbing front kicks couldn't find a home. She was too slow for Pirnie, who was now in the matrix.
Counter.
But Dakota soon upgraded her assault.
To no avail. Nice elbow, sneak elbow. Can do.
Lovely,
nicely
well
timed push kick.
Staying out of range and employing the long punches. But as she pressed forward once more, Pirnie sent her on a trip to the canvas once more. At this point, the floor was doing more damage than any punches imaginable.
Which is quite surprising.
Good.
Ahead of the third round, Dakota received expert advice from her mom. But it made no difference as she was getting dismantled even harder than before, like a freight train had run into her. At this point, neither girl took a step back. Neither was ready to surrender.
Good body kick.
Fast scores. Nice body kick. Oh. Big body kick scores from Pirnie. Again scores.
Nice.
Very nice. Underneath, takes balance off. Good push.
By the fourth round, Dakota was starting to dominate in front of her home crowd. And a big right hand dropped Pirnie. The war had turned in Dakota's.
I think
needs a counter.
Yeah, I think
Pirnie.
Throwing everything at her but the kitchen sink. And they made ladylike agreement to exchange hard kicks.
Full skill, regardless who the winner is. Fabulous, fabulous performance by these two. A winner.
In the final round, Dakota added extra torque to her punches.
Yep.
really trying to put the seal on this. It was a good kick.
Looking for the knockout, she uncorked right hands and elbows.
Ditcheva really trying to dominate this last round now.
Look for the spinning elbows. She's going to try it again.
You can see it, yeah.
The clinch. This is a war. What a fight this has been.
Dakota showed no mercy, unleashing shots that could knock down a herd of elephants, missing slightly with a spinning elbow.
Spinning elbow. Left hook missing. Last 20 seconds. What a fight.
Fantastic fight.
At the end, Pirnie was declared the winner for her dominance in the first 3 rounds of the fight. Even though Dakota rallied back in the final 2 rounds, it simply wasn't enough.
In the red corner, Amy
It's a great performance. It was so close.
and your opponent.
This loss was a turning point in Dakota's career. Disappointed with the loss, Dakota turned her attention to the world of mixed martial arts, and the rest is history. By 2019, Dakota had long detached herself from the Pirnie fight and was even more feared now in the British Muay Thai scene. She faced the unfortunate Tiziana Olmo in her next recorded bout. It was a masterclass by Dakota.
Комбинации от много далече. Второ майгер получи в главата си. И сега
It didn't take long before Olmo was dropped to a knee.
дистанцията ритна е в...
Credit to her toughness, Olmo got back up swinging. But Dakota was relentless, forcing another count as the pressure mounted.
Няма как да съкрати дистанцията след тези ритници. Ето виждате, че получава и колене. Ами аз не очаквах. Трябва да съм откровен.
With 2 minutes still left in the round, Dakota flipped the switch and went full Terminator mode, unleashing a storm of fists and kicks that gave Olmo no space to breathe.
Виждате, просто...
Да видим, може би заложите, дали ще изкара първия рунд италян.
От своя страна, тя според мен...
Dakota's relentless storm resulted in a third knockdown.
Много тежки минути за Тициана Олмо. Да, стиска за виж, ще продължи.
Но това коляно...
Нашето момиче, както казваш ти, надявам се...
But Olmo was not going to settle with anything less than a quadruple, and Ditcheva delivered it with grace. After about 3 years of terrorizing the amateur ranks, Dakota had perfected her MMA tools and her star potential was clear to see. She made her MMA debut in 2021. Jenny Line was the unlucky fighter standing across from Dakota in her MMA debut at Cage Steel 25, which took place in Sheffield, England. Ditcheva bounced around like a veteran as she switched stances and threw nasty kicks from the opening bell.
Oh, switching stance a lot, Dakota. Grab half guard. See what technical ability here on the floor.
Looking like a predator who has come to consume her prey, Dakota continuously backed her foe to the cage fence.
Switches back.
Jab. Oh, lovely combo.
leg kick.
By the 1-minute mark, Her opponent was taking clean Muay Thai elbows to the chin.
Oh, I think Jenny's about.
Wow.
A few knees from the clinch position sent Lean crashing to the floor, where Ditcheva got a brief chance to show off her rarely seen ground skills.
And again,
Cut off.
she's gone down.
Dakota drags her to the floor. You can see with technical ability here on the floor.
Intent on scoring a highlight reel knockout, Dakota let her opponent get back up.
Yeah, like I say, the Thai background, she'll be used to throwing elbows. She wound up with that. I thought she was going to throw an elbow.
And connected with a huge spinning before finishing the fight with a knee to Line's face.
Oh, wow. Oh, knee. She's dropped.
It's a masterclass.
An
An absolute masterclass.
Having just her second contest in the no-barred violence of MMA, she collided against a wrestler from Manchester, Levi Steedman, who also had a dangerous submission game. Opening the fight, Dakota missed with a big right hand, but the knee to the food basket wouldn't miss. Paying zero respect to her opponent's baby factory, she uncorked harder knees.
She can. Straight down the middle.
Levi eating these knees.
That crossface is stopping any kind of takedown at the minute.
The vicious shots were landing, but her power was missing.
Smart move from Dakota.
Yeah, this is
And
spectacular.
again.
Oh, big headshot.
But even in the grappling department, Ditcheva was too strong.
Head kick straight away.
Using that quarter.
Not wasting any time on the ground like these beta females, she went straight to applying damage.
Get Dakota back into a guard, tie things up a little bit.
Dakota opened the second round with the kind of aggression only seen in the male divisions. But she was soon sent on a ride in the air as her rival secured a double leg slam.
Beautiful work from Dakota. Levi drives her into the cage, picks her up and dumps her. Beautiful.
Steedman controlled Ditcheva easily, and the newbie was now getting a taste of MMA's brutal ground game, but found her way back up.
She's going to take some shots on
Some offense. Just as I say that, she starts to throw. Beautiful.
Now she was ready to unleash, stunning her opponent with a big right hand.
Showing them kicks.
Ahead of the third round, both ladies had a gentlemanlike agreement to throw down.
Levi trying to get the crowd to get champion. Long arm, long legs. Oh, nice right, left hand from
Another destructive right hand sat Steedman on her butt.
forward. Keep putting that pressure on.
Expect Levi to level change. Expect Levi to level change any second. Oh, I think she went to, but it's got clipped to the same.
Hugging for dear life.
She's going to go for that takedown.
Like out of a Wonder Woman movie, Dakota released a three-piece and a soda, then transitioned to a guillotine choke.
Yeah, look at that front choke.
Suicide roll.
But her opponent was saved by the bell.
At the end of the fight, at the end of the round.
It's fantastic.
Cupping her ears to those who doubted her abilities in MMA, she started the demolition that would set the world of MMA on fire.
Great work from Ditcheva, though.
Very confident Dakota Ditcheva here. I think that first round was definitely.
In the years that followed after, Dakota, as we all know, would have a few more professional MMA fights throughout the UK and eventually sign to the PFL. If you like this video and would love to see more action-packed fights, then subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like. This was Fighting is Art. See you again, and goodbye.